welcome back to my current household video. This is for June, and I know that I recently did a video on them, but you're gonna want to see this. Alright, so let's just start with the top of my people, and I am gonna press play, which I feel like this is really loud, so I'm actually gonna turn it down a bit. Okay, we're gonna turn it down to like 40-ish. Okay. So, obviously you guys know seasons just came out, and so some of my Sims are wearing their outerwear inside, which I find really weird. You're also going to notice there's a thermostat over here, which is normal. So it is right now spring, which is what I chose. It's cold outside still. I haven't really seen much. I've seen some flurries, but that's about it. Don't mind my dirty laundry. I've not really seen much happening with the seasons quite yet. I do seem to really like the calendar, but it's got some glitches as well. Like, I can't add an event for like next week or something. It doesn't work. It like auto starts it right when you start it, which is kind of weird. But I love the birthday aspect of this because with as many Sims as I have, it is very, very helpful. Now, you guys know my current household seemed to always be really hectic, so let's just get into it. So Annette is my oldest Sim, obviously. She has been for a very long time. She was actually really close to aging up in my last video, and she finally did. She's now an elder. But her and Sean have kind of, I don't know, maybe rekindled the flame a little bit. I don't really know. So they keep getting wishes to like woohoo and stuff. So they actually had another set of children, which I don't think you guys know about because I don't think that they were born when I recorded the last video. So they had twin boys. Can you not? Can you please put him back in that? Seriously, girl. Anyways, so they had twin boys, and I named them Corbin and Julius. Which I thought was really cute names, and I have never used them before, so I just figured it worked. It really did. So these are the two boys. They're actually sitting in the high chairs next to each other, which is kind of funny. So I'm gonna show you. This one is Corbin, which I actually really like his name and his attitude. Dang boy. He's got quite the attitude, let me tell you. And then Julius over here, who just seems to be really chill. They did just both get a bath, so they're really happy probably because of that. They are hungry and tired though, so I'm trying to get them fed before, you know, they starve to death. So Annette and Sean are doing pretty well actually. The romance isn't great. I'm not gonna lie, it's really not. You can see their romance isn't great, but they have actually like wanted to do things together, which is a big difference from what we're used to because for a while they were like angry with each other and didn't want to spend any time together, which was kind of sad because now they have 5 kids, but they had 3 at the time. So that was kind of sad to see them kind of falling apart, in my opinion. Let me try and tell her to put Corbin in the high chair and see if she'll do it. But yeah, so I was kind of upset about that because of the fact that I wanted them to be a happy family, but then it ended up being that it wasn't as happy as I really wanted. But I think that eventually they started to realize that, you know, they do really care for each other still, so they put in the effort to like make it work, which is good. But yeah, so she's an elder. She's still working on her aspiration, which I really hope she finishes it. She's got quite a ways to go, but she has to have one of her kids earn an A in high school, which is kind of cool because the teens, or the triplets that they had are actually now teens. So we've got Logan, which is here. He's playing on the computer. You can't really see him, but this is what he looks like, kinda. There we go. You can kind of see him there. This is a weird view. So that's Logan. And then you have Keelan, who's out here on the swings, which came with seasons. He's actually having a grand old time. Look at him. And then you have Matthias, which they're still wearing the same colors as they were before, so that's how I can tell them apart. But this is Matthias. He's cleaning up the dishes, obviously. So yeah, so they are now teens. So she's gonna be able to move ahead once one of them earns an A in school, which shouldn't take too long. Because I think they were B's when they aged up, so it wasn't too bad. Um, and then we have the quads, which you know as Harley and Stacy's quads. Riley, Chase, Sean, and uh, Brendan. They all actually aged up to elders as well. So now they're elders and they're getting to the end of their lifespan as well. Annette still doesn't have a job, by the way. I didn't mention that, but she still doesn't. She still just kind of stays at home and helps take care of the kids because we do have obviously very small children who still need a lot of work. So Riley is still in the painter career. She's actually
Yibs.
9 of 10. So I'm actually really proud of her. She's doing really freaking well. She's really worked hard on her career, and it actually makes me pretty happy because she's definitely going to finish that career off. She's just got to get her logic skill up, and that's pretty much it. And then for her aspiration, the painter extraordinaire, she needs to view or admire 3 paintings at a museum, so it's not too horrible. But she does need to go to the museum and do that. I've been kind of putting it off because I haven't really wanted to leave the lot recently, which is fine. So she still has her kids. Well, she had the twins, Valencia and Aaron, and they aged up. They're not children. I think they were children in the last episode, but then she now has Chrissy. Chrissy's still got the same dad as the other two. So it's just like all 3 of them, but she's a single mom, obviously, because Caleb doesn't want to put in the effort to be here. So she raises all 3 of these kids by herself. But Chrissy is a toddler now. She was a baby, I think, last time you guys seen her. But the only bad thing about this is you can't actually edit toddlers in the closet. So because I have so many Sims, it's the only way I can edit my Sims' clothes. But toddlers can't seem to do it. So she just wears whatever she wants, I guess. That's how we see it. Whatever she wants, she gets. I don't even care.
Jarl.
So she wears a kitty hat, I guess. And well, I mean, it's nothing different from her mom wearing this weird hat on her head. So they can do what they want. But yeah, so she is Christy now, and Chrissy's a toddler, and the only trait that toddlers get is 1. So she has the inquisitive trait. She
Yibs.
is getting close to kind of aging up. Once she finishes off her skills, I'll probably just age her up. But so she needs to finish her communication and her imagination, and then she'll probably be aged up to a child. And then, so she's just really hungry and tired right now and needing of attention, which I'm trying to give her with Riley. Caleb, I don't think I've ever seen Christy. Wait, yes he did. He saw her at a party, and she was a toddler then. But he didn't actually, like, put in the effort to even talk to her. He obviously doesn't care. So, whatever. But he keeps trying to ask Riley out on dates, which is kind of funny because Riley's not interested anymore. She's kind of told him off, and he still asks her out, even knowing they're not even, like, friendly with each other. They don't even have a good relationship with each other anymore, which is fine to me because I'm gonna be honest, she's better off without him. So anyways, then we have Sean, which I've kind of already told you about Sean. Sean's obviously not in his bathroom, which is great. Way to use your brother's bathroom. That's kind of weird. But yeah, so Sean is still working on his aspiration of the nerd brain, which needs to get to logic level 10. There's so many people that I have to have do logic that it's like a little bit too much almost. Like I can't seem to get that many people to do logic at the same time. But that's fine. Well, I'll have to figure it out somehow or another. But anyways, so he is still an astronaut. He's on level 8. He needs to work on his fitness as well. So let's just have him work out. But he's an elder, but he still looks like he's a young adult, even knowing he's kind of got like the slumpy shoulders like when they become an elder, which I kind of find weird that he didn't get like gray hair or anything. Everyone else did but him. So that was really weird that he was the only one who didn't actually like change his hair color or anything. But he just needs to work out and he needs to do space missions, which he already did his. Normally I have him do that because I'm trying to collect all of our collectibles, which is, you can kind of see that we're putting them all around. But yeah, so he is just trying to rekindle his love with Annette before, it's the end. Obviously, they probably don't really like want to try and find someone at this stage in life. but they also don't want to spend it by themselves, so they just are trying to fix it. And I mean, they do have kids, so they probably should try a little bit, at least to try and like fix what they already have going for them. So yeah, he just pretty much works out and then spends his time building things. I did have him build the planters for the garden, which Scott was supposed to come take care of, and I guess he decided not to. But yeah, so all of our stuff is dying because he's not taking care of it and he like refuses. It's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, so he built these planters for the garden, which I actually need to build a greenhouse at some point because obviously now that there's going to be like winter and snow and stuff, there is obviously going to be problems with like the plants being outside. So I'll probably just have him work on, we'll probably just work on like building that up. But we built this, well, we bought this new house and then we furnished it and we didn't have any money. So I couldn't really build something that I obviously don't have. Where is he going? You already threw it away. Okay, sure. Yeah. So I need to have them like
Heed your Dubé.
build a greenhouse now that seasons is out because we're not going to be able to keep the plants outside, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. Oh, Riley just peed herself. You know, old age gets to you real quick. So, on from Chase. No, not Chase. Sean. Oh boy. Honestly, Brendan is still the really athletic one. The only problem is he was supposed to, for his aspiration, max his body potential, but working out now gives him that strenuous activity moodlet, which like they can die from. So I get really scared to like push him any farther because I don't want him to die. But he's still in the pro athlete career. He's at level 9. He just needs to get his charisma up, which takes 100,000 years because charisma sucks to work on. But that's pretty much what he does. He comes home, he works out, and he goes to bed. He obviously still has his kids. Wow, okay. He still has his kids that he has to worry about, which they've all aged up as well, I do believe. So he's just got 3 children. Sally being the oldest, and then the twins are Beatrice and Landon. But, they're just the twins, so they're a little bit younger than Sally. Not by much, but a little bit. Sally is obviously a little bit older, so she's obviously got her school up and stuff. And then, yeah. But Brendan's at work right now, so I can't really show you him, so you just have to, like, look at him there. And now Chase just left for work. Chase is still in the music career. He's following in his father's footsteps. We do need to mentor somebody in music for 3 hours. I was kind of waiting to see if one of the kids was going to be interested in music, which it doesn't seem like they are at all. Oh, Corbin's sleeping in the high chair. So I don't know. I was going to try and like pick one of the kids to like follow in that footstep and like down that path, but it doesn't seem like that's really working for me. Because it doesn't really seem like anyone is honestly interested in that. So I don't really know who I'm going to mentor because I don't want to mentor to somebody that is not going to go to good use for. So I'm probably going to like look into it and see who I can come up with. But these are the 2 boys. They just came home. They kind of look alike. Chase has gained a little bit of weight, but Chase has a little bit of, like, has had quite the life. So him and Jade were dating forever. I can't even tell you how long they were dating for. And she actually called it off. Just, like, randomly called it off. And I was like, what? Like, are you kidding me? We took you in, and then you're just going to call it off? But she did. And it kind of made me mad. I'm not gonna lie. And then Chase and her keep getting, like, wishes to, like, make out with each other. I think she's got one right now to make out with him. Yeah, she does. Which is weird, because why would you call it off with somebody and be like, I don't want to be with you, but then make out with them? So, I don't know. I really don't. I don't honestly know what's going on in her mind. But I think the stress of just having, like, a kid together, because they did have Michael together. Wow, okay, that's a little close, don't you think? I think that maybe that stress got to them and it made them who they are. I can't. Oh, there we go. I can't turn my screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know. Maybe my mouse is breaking. Anyways, so they had Michael and then they pretty much broke up like right after it happened. And I was a little bit worried. I don't know why. She didn't really say anything. It just randomly popped up. And I thought they were happy. I didn't think they were having any issues, but I guess they were. I guess they were having more issues than I thought. So, yeah, they live together, they sleep in the same bed, but they aren't officially dating anymore. They're just, I mean, they even freaking have a red friendship thing. They're lovebirds, though. They still have a romance bar. I don't really get it. Kind of confuses me. So yeah, she called it off, and he's really been struggling, I think, ever since. Maybe she called it off because he's getting old. You know what? That's kind of rude, though. I mean, everyone grows old at some point, so I don't really know. Um, but she's also been inviting over her ex, who is Scott's father, which Chase hates him, and they like fight all the time. Yeah, so she's been getting wishes to do with him. So maybe she's like regretting breaking up with him. I don't really know. Um, but yeah, so her and Chase had a baby together, named him Michael. And I know he looks like a girl because of the hair kind of, but like I said, I can't change my toddler's looks because the closet doesn't work for them for some reason. And then we have Jade. Oh, and Chase is, like I said, in music. He is 9 in that. He's doing pretty well. But then we have Jade, and she is just, I don't know. I'm kind of mad with her, to be honest. So I kind of don't help her out as much as I used to. But yeah, so she broke up with Chase. She's been spending a lot of time with her ex and raising her 2 boys. I honestly kind of was hoping that she was gonna have a girl this time, just to kind of throw a girl in here, but it didn't happen. I mean, we've had a lot of boys, a lot of boys. And I kind of was curious to see if a girl would look more like Jade, because I feel like Scott looks a lot like her, but again, I see a lot of his dad in him as well, so if I were you, I would go to a different town because everyone hates you in here. Wow! That is savage. So yeah, Jade is still in the business career, which Stacy did the business career but never finished it. And she's still the mansion baron, so we need to have like 35,000 more added to the house, and then we should be pretty good on this. Which she's 3 of 4, so then she's got like one more stage and then we're done. Oh, I like that outfit. I gave it to her from Seasons. It's one of her summery outfits. But yeah, so that's what Jade's working on. She's very business and raising children. Not so much into Chase anymore. I mean, they do get the occasional wish with each other, but other than that, nothing really happens between them. Maya is still young as ever. Julius is hungry now. Where's Julius? So Maya is still really young. She's still a young adult, I believe. Correct? Correct. Yes, she's going to be an adult. So she's quite a bit younger than everybody else, which is kind of nice because then she'll be around just in case, like, you know, everyone croaks at the same time. We'll still have one adult who's here to take care of the kids because obviously we have a lot of kids that need still taking care of. So she pretty much is a stay-at-home mom for the most part, but she actually picked up another job because we were struggling for money, and she offered to pitch in and get a job. So she is in the social media career, and she actually, I think it's a good fit for her because I feel like, because she's so young, I feel like she's still really into social media and whatever. So right now, the only thing she has to do for this is to have 100 followers, and that's it. And then for her job, or her aspiration, I mean, she just needs to reach level 3 in 2 careers. So she's reached it in she's reached it in the social media, but I feel like the next level of this, you actually have to reach level, like a different level. Reach level 3 in 3 careers. Oh. Okay, so we could actually switch careers then, because she's not going to finish the careers. Reach level 8 in 6 skills. Oh my Jesus. But yeah, so she needs to reach level 5 in 5 skills, which she's got 3 of them. So the other 2 I'm going to have her do is dancing and probably logic. Because those seem to be the ones that she's really close in. She's level 9 in parenting. She's a pretty good parent. So yeah, she pretty much cooks every meal that the family eats. And then, and then she does her work from home, so she doesn't actually ever have to leave, so she's kind of a stay-at-home mom, but not really, because she obviously isn't always home. And then we have Scott, who I've kind of shown a little bit of. He actually wants to be a gardener, and he wants to be the freelance botanist. So he needs to work on his garden, but as you see, it's not really getting worked on because he's letting it just die off pretty much. So we're wasting our time with this. But he has been working on, or he's been working on building up his relationship with his father, who is also, I want to mention, in a relationship with Eva Romeo, which was Jade's best friend when she got kicked out of the house. So that's kind of interesting. He does have an A in school, and he's met quite a lot of people at school. Like, he knows a bunch of people. So I'm kind of keeping an eye out for somebody that I would like him to be with. I don't really know who Scott's interested in or whatever, or what kind of, like, personality, but we can probably figure that out. And then we have the triplets. Logan is here, and they pretty much just work on school right now because they're B students. So we have Logan, Keelan, and Matthias still. And then we have Sally, who is still a child. Like I said, she just she's some of their aspirations, so she can do pretty much anything she wants to do, whether it be a wish or just taking care of needs, whatever it is that she wants to do. It's pretty much what I let her do. I don't force her to do too much because she doesn't really need to. I do sometimes work on these other skills, like she's been working on mental, just to get it up, because I think if you get them up, I think that you get like a higher boost when you start this skill as an adult. So it's kind of why I've been doing that. Aaron is one of the twins from Riley's first pregnancy. And he actually has an A in school already, and he's working on the Whiz Kid aspiration, but it's very difficult because of the fact that he needs to be focused to do his homework, and there's so much going on in this house that I always forget. So I keep forgetting to make him focus before he does his homework for the day, but I will get it eventually. They do have time. I mean, they still have 28 days before they age, so he has plenty of time. I've also figured out that I've been trying to work on getting these maxed if I wanted to. So responsibility is really easy. You just do the science projects and whatever, and that seems to work it out. Empathy is playing with the doctor set, and if you don't know what I mean, it's like the little teddy bear, the Tum Tum Teddy doctor play set. Okay, you can get empathy up in one day with that if you just have them sit there and play with it. Emotional control is a little bit harder for me. I don't really know that one yet. Conflict resolution, just having the teacher or the parents teach them to say sorry and having them try to help fix the relationships between other people is a good way for that. And then manners, just having them set the table. That seems to be it. And cleaning up their dishes when they're done. Make sure they clean up their dishes and you'll be good. But his twin is Valencia, and she is an A in school as well. She actually is already done with her aspiration, so she's a little bit ahead of her brother. But she doesn't really need anything. I'm working on her skills, and then again I'm working on like these things for her, and her empathy is really bad. But her responsibility is really good. Her manners as well. We've worked a little bit on conflict resolution. And then the young twins, I don't think you guys have ever even seen, is Landon and Beatrice. They are they're Maya and Brendan's younger set of kids. I don't know if you guys have seen them as children. Maybe you guys seen them as toddlers, but not as children. But they've aged up to children now, and they are working on their stuff. He got Rambunctious Scamp as his, and then they already have an A in school, so they don't even have to worry about it. But they sleep downstairs because we're running out of room in this house already. And they share a room, which normally I don't have them do, but I just figured it wouldn't hurt just because they're children. Probably when they're teens, I won't have them share, just because opposite genders, and you can't even do that in real life, so why would I do it in The Sims? And then we just have Christy, who is, I've already pretty much talked about. She just sleeps in the toddler room with the other toddlers. And that's pretty much it. I've already talked about Michael, so everyone should be good. Oh, and that's Harley, if you're wondering. It's their gravestones are in the backyard. So, which this was already here when I got this house, so it kind of fit because Stacy and Harley just come back whenever they want and chill with us, which is fine because they don't have anything better to do with their lives. Let's be honest. But yeah, so then we just have the toddlers working on their skills, and that's it. But everyone seems to be getting old. And I'm not joking when I say that, because they're all becoming elders. Which is kind of sad. I'm going to be really sad to see the quads go. I know that they were really stressful when they were younger, but as they grew up, I really started to like them. And, like, Riley is one of my favorites. So, that's the thing. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. In the description below, there is a donation link. Also, there are all my social media links, so definitely go check those out and follow me on those. Especially if you want to know what's going on in my current household when I'm not making these videos, because I post, like, photos and stuff on my Twitter. So if you guys want to check those out, you guys can. And I will talk to you guys in my very next one. Thanks very much for watching.